I went to my best friend's house to play Xbox and enjoy the male bonding experience over beer and potato chips. But nobody told me that there would be questions. One in particular. What was your most embarrassing moment? A harmless question among brothers, right? Now, I heard answers in regards to not being able to get and or keep it up with a girl. Gas face, I respectfully declined and passed the ball along because justice don't play games like that. But they kept going strong, laughing at thoughts of tripping and falling in the middle of the street while everyone was watching. That little shit right there was as serious as it got for them. And I remember thinking that they made me so sick with their simplistic nature. And I heard Mo asking me a question. Hey, yo, Just, you want some ribs? Trying to be funny, because everybody and their mama knows that your boy don't eat pork. Are you an undercover Muslim? Carl interrupted. Nah, he is, however, the original Oreo, because everybody knows that real black folks eat ribs and chicken. Now that made something in the back of my mind snap. Like nets of gladiators who received a clean, honorable death. I decided to answer the question, but there was no clean way to put it. I didn't stop eating pork for the sake of being a Muslim, because I am not. They all smiled as I went on to add. Due to a lack of income, bi-weekly checks and debt, my mother couldn't always afford to put food on my table, although she did do her best. No, after a few days, stale ice cubes and baking soda starts looking real good. And the sounds from my tummy made it hard for me to concentrate in schools where I hated summer vacations because there was no escaping hunger pains at lunchtime. School's out, and I got pissed off if there wasn't at least one D on my report card because I would gladly take one beating from my mother over 93 for my tummy. 3 months. Now I was smart enough to know that they provide lunch in summer school, but that summer I was dumb enough to pass with flying colors. And out of pity, my neighbor sent her son over, against his will, with the pork chop wrapped in a napkin for me. Sadly, I smiled as if it was Christmas, only to discover that he had already ate 3/5 before discarding the rest onto my front porch. And I picked it up and ate the rest, not thinking, not noticing him watching me. He called this a game, staring at me. I wonder what he was thinking. Now that was my most embarrassing moment because I felt subhuman. And from that day forth, I never stepped foot onto my front porch, always exit and enter from the rear. And to this day, I don't have kids because I'm scared to death of them going through the same bullshit that I did. Now I don't play games like that anymore. So don't let the smile, mild manner, or smooth taste fool you, brother, because I know what defeat tastes like. Now, they have not played with me since. Reluctant to call and ask me a question, they label me a recluse and choose to leave me alone. Pork was my most embarrassing moments.